welcome to Omei Music Conversations. Occasionally, a parent will ask me, "My child already knows the piece. Why are we still working on it?" My answer is usually the same. Knowing the notes doesn't necessarily mean the piece has been learned. For me, every piano piece is much more than just another song to play. It is an opportunity to develop skills that should remain with the student long after that particular piece is forgotten. When students first begin learning a new piece, progress is easy to recognize. Every practice session brings something visible. Students progress further through the music, connect sections smoothly, and eventually can play the piece from beginning to the end. At this stage, progress is obvious. Then something changes. Students begin to feel they're finished with the piece. The excitement of learning new notes has disappeared. Now, every improvement requires more attention, more concentration, and more effort. To a young student, those improvements often don't feel as rewarding as learning a new section of music. That's when I begin hearing, "I'm bored." From a parent's perspective, it can look as though progress has slowed down. In reality, the nature of the progress has changed. At first, progress is easy to see because the student is getting further through the music. Later, progress is measured by doing the same things with greater control and consistency. With better control over movement, better control over the fingers, better control over the quality of sound, and better control over applying each correction consistently. My role as a teacher is to identify what needs attention and guide the student toward a better way of playing. The student's role is different. The student has to understand the correction, apply it correctly, remember it during practice, and repeat it enough times that it becomes natural. That requires focused, conscious, and effective practice. For example, a student may already understand that staccato creates a short sound and genuinely try to play it that way. My correction isn't to teach staccato again. It's to help the student produce a cleaner, lighter, more controlled staccato with a more beautiful sound. The same idea applies to rhythm, hand position, tone, phrasing, and every other aspect of playing. Every correction is another opportunity to make the music a little better. Today a little better, tomorrow a little better. One thoughtful correction at a time. Knowing what to do is only the beginning. Learning to do it consistently, with control, is where real progress takes place. That's why we sometimes continue working on the same piano piece, because this piece still has something valuable to teach. Our goal isn't simply to hear a correction or even apply it once. Every correction has value only when it becomes a habit that stays with the student. Once that happens, it no longer belongs to just this piece. It becomes part of the student's playing and naturally carries over into every piece that follows. That's how lasting progress is built, not simply by learning more piano pieces, but by becoming a better musician, one thoughtful improvement at a time. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time on Omei Music Conversations.